Hey there, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. Welcome to your Astro Dice reading. Wow, this ninth house keeps coming up. The ninth house is a house of higher learning, of knowing more, of growing through study, like something that you're interested in. It can also be long distance travel. And so you have the ninth house being emphasized here, along with Leo. So we have Leo and we have Mars. Mars is going to be moving into Leo soon, and you might find during that time that you really develop in your growth. I'm going to take just a quick second here and see if I can't spot when that happens, because it happens really soon. Mars is currently in Cancer, making everything feel really slow. But once it gets into Leo, it's going to definitely be picking up some speed there. Oh, actually, it doesn't get there until November 6th. So expect fireworks in energy around November 5th, November 6th. So, all right, let's drive by that. Okay, so here we go. During that time, it is going to be important to pay attention to what you're learning, what your intuition is bringing forward, right? So your overall energy here, I mean, the key to the situation is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is about listening to your intuition, gathering information, learning from something, and really integrating it. And here in the area of what you're seeking information on, you have the Three of Swords. And so there's going to be this is recent past, so I feel like there's going to be knowledge and information coming in that you're going to help to have clarity on something when we get into November. So let's see what we're going to do in the meantime to help you get there. We have the Seven of Cups that needs to be transformed. So there's a lot of choices, discernment that needs to happen right now. Wow, another 7. Oh, I like that. All right, overall energy, 10 of Wands. Yeah, it's a big cycle. Okay, so Libra, you have a new moon eclipse coming up in your sign on October 2nd. That new moon eclipse is going to be about clearing space, right? The South Node is going through your sign. This is that 10 of Wands. This is this completion of a difficult but beneficial cycle, right? So the 10 of Wands is like when we harvest something. So it's been a lot of work to get everything to the place of harvest, but now we're finally harvesting it. We're going to reap rewards from it. What are you going to reap from rewards? You're going to you are going to reap the reward of knowledge and wisdom, because the key to the situation here is the Hierophant. We have this that's ninth house of learning and growing and studying more. And so there's going to be a lot of coming in. But that being said, because the Seven of Cups being here in the area of what needs to be transformed, and the obstacle to overcome is the High Priestess. This is going to be about discernment, deciding what is real, what is truly real and important. What is the choice? What do you need to cut out of your life? What are you going to invite into your life? And it's going to be on an emotional level, right? And so having your intuition feeling a little blocked here, the ninth house says to access that spiritual energy with that energy from the Pisces full moon eclipse we just had, but also opening yourself up to it a little more. Almost want to say it feels like don't believe everything you hear. Don't believe everything you hear. Pay attention to what your intuition is bringing you, right? This is definitely about paying attention to your intuition. And you have the Loon that says pay attention to your dream time. So dream, if you remember a dream and you take take the different elements from it, spiritual meaning of, dream meaning of, and you Google that in, then you can start to piece together, right? So messages of guidance are drifting in. It's the Loon, right? And so the Loon has that call, that eerie call. And so it's almost like this information comes in, that information comes in, and there is going to be a need for you to sift through it and sort through it to determine what is the correct information for you. What is your truth, right? And so here at the Seven of Pentacles, here in the action to take, this is pruning. This is, I'm going to nurture this, I'm going to let that go. And so with these sevens right here in the action to take, it is about paying attention to what comes in and what's worth developing, because you have an idea that is in your heart. We've got this Ace of Pentacles here. We have the seed of intention, this idea, but what will feed it? What will water it? The Seven of Cups. And what needs to be cut out, pruned, nurtured in order to grow? The Seven of Pentacles. And you're in your heart space, you're going to get a lot of information about how to do this. I think I'm going to have to go into another deck and pull a card for you. So hang on here. I'm just going to see what we get here. Because in the heart space moving forward, you have the Five of Swords. So you have the most difficult swords cards here, right? Because the Five of Swords is winner takes all. Winner takes all. And so that's when you're like so sure of what it is, and the ends justify the means kind of energy. When that's in the heart space, I find that a little concerning. But you have your secrets are safe. In the area of resources, you have the Queen of Swords, which is really a lot of clarity and wisdom. The outgoing card, though, I love is the Eight of Pentacles. This is self-mastery. This is taking all the stuff and being able to make it work. And so I almost wonder if that Five of Swords isn't there to help you trust yourself, to believe in you. So I want to understand this card right here, please. Okay, so Libra, you have overcoming the darkness, rebirth, resolving the past. This is going to be about being willing to let go of the need to be correct in all things. Almost like, I feel like there needs to be a warrior attitude, but in a way that elevates your own sense of purpose. So we have the eagle, expansion, vision, flying high. And if you'll notice, we've got those lions on it, right? And you have Mars and you have Leo showing up here. I know that when you come to these readings, you want to know what you do right now. What you do right now is you pay attention. You pay a lot of attention. The flying fox, overcoming darkness, rebirth, and resolving the past. I am wise and courageous soul, renewed and reborn. When the eclipse season happens, that is strong energy, and you are going through a death and a rebirth with the South Node at your sign, in your sign. So, but it's a new moon. So what that means is if you can let the energy go, this seed of intention that's in your heart that you've been trying to plant will have fertile ground on which to grow. And so I feel like there's a lot of thorns and rocks and debris in the field that needs to be cleared out in order to allow this energy to come in. And this Five of Swords in your heart space, this feels like resolving the difficult energies that have been sitting in your heart space for a long time. So the nodes, the lunar nodes, which is where the eclipses happen, are about the karmic energy. And sometimes it's not even from this lifetime. So this is resolving these past wounds where you felt under attack, diminished, verbally diminished, right? Or you were taught to think of yourself as less than, or not worthy of, or not good enough. And this is where that death and rebirth is. And so in the area of resources, this is where you start to take accounting of your skills and your gifts and your talents and recognizing the true value of who you are. And so when the South Node goes through your sign, we have this kind of dark night of the soul adventure that is not always fun. Really fun. But through this, there's a lot of growth and mastery that is coming in with this Eight of Pentacles. And so these cards say, allow your progress to become easier by letting go of control and fear. Trust that you can grow to meet any challenge by allowing your higher self to show up, to show you the way. The more you develop your ability to connect with spirit, that is the 9th house here. The more that you develop your ability to connect with spirit and let go of the ego, the more you can be an inspired guide for others. You are meant to have big dreams and hold visions. Trust that you have what it takes to succeed. You have greater potential than you realize. Challenge yourself to develop beyond the limits of the past. Right? This stuff in the heart space is what you're up against. And so the 7 of Cups here says that, you know, there's a lot of emotional triggers and memories, and something happens and you like recall what somebody said to you and how that made you feel, and you revert to acting the way you did, you know, reacting the way you did. And you're being asked to prune the 7 of Pentacles here. Prune that stuff out of your system. Allow for growth of new ideas, new belief in yourself, new trust in yourself, new faith in yourself. That is old ideas, old energy that you're being invited to release and let go of. And I think that by the time we get to that Mars, the first week of November, Mars is going to go into Leo, and then it's going to retrograde, and it's going to retrograde back into Cancer, and then it's going to come through Leo again. And so you're going to have this energy of 2 steps forward, 1 step back, kind of working your way through it as you manage this and learn. But the more you prune, the more you are careful and discerning when those negative feelings come up, prune those out, cut those out. When the positive affirmational feelings come up, the things that people said that supported you, you nurture and you grow those, and you start to believe in yourself, and you start to see the way forward. You know, trust the process of change in your life, it says. Some parts of your life will come to an end so that new chapters can begin. That is the energy of a new moon eclipse, right? And that is what is going on with you. And within, by January 11th, the South Node moves out of your sign. And so the energy shifts then. And so during this process of this time, you have this integration period that happens over the next 1.5 to 2 years for you, of integrating the new stuff, of pruning away and really allowing for new growth and nurturing the new growth, right? Even if the way forward is unclear, you will find your way. Do not try to hold on or remain in control. Surrender into the greater power that is your guiding destiny. You have the ability to support others through dark times. If you feel deeply challenged or afraid, know that everything is happening is supporting a beautiful transformation for a higher purpose. You have the capacity for genuine transformation. And so you are completing a very long cycle. And spirit is trying to reach you, and they're trying to tell you, you know, look at everything you've learned and where your skills, your talents, your greatness lies, right? The Lion, Leo, Mars, take action in that direction. So when something supports you in a very positive way, then you want to do more of that. And when something comes up and it doesn't support you, you want to release that and let that go. And this is a process that takes sharp knives to prune away. And so in order to heal this hurt, the 3 of Swords, you're actually going to have to go deeper. So for instance, if you've had a relationship that went really sour and you're like, I want to get past this heartache. So how do I do that, right? And it is not by diving into another relationship. It's about diving into a relationship with yourself, where you love yourself more, so that you raise your frequency, so that you attract people with a frequency that matches your current frequency, not the frequency from the past, right? So, but in order to do that, so you attracted this person into your life that reflected back to you this energy of let's just say an insecurity that you have about something, right? And so that didn't work out because they reflected it back to you. It made you uncomfortable. Everything fell apart, right? This is a typical pattern of relationship for everybody. All right, so then you attract somebody else into your life. It happens again. It's going great, and then all of a sudden this thing comes up, right? So what this is saying to me is that you're trying to solve the surface issue. They're saying go deeper. It's not about the people that you were in that relationship with. It is something that probably happened to you in your childhood during those first 7 years that made you have that insecurity in the first place. It isn't about how can I pick better partners or whatever, or, I should have seen that coming. It keeps coming because you haven't gone deep enough. You haven't gone back far enough. You need to go back deeper to your childhood. Okay, why do I have this insecurity? Okay, somebody said something at some point that triggered you to do whatever that thing is, and so you have to go back, and the South Node is an opportunity to heal and release that, to let that go. And so over this course of this transit of Leo, and it's retrograde that's going to happen there. I just kind of want to give you a timeline so that you can work with that. Hold on. This goes all the way through until June. Mars clears out of Leo for the last time in this cycle on June 17th. So right around the solstice next year. And so this is going to be a process that takes time, okay? Give yourself time. And if it takes longer than that, it takes longer than that, right? But what is happening is you are mastering your ability to recognize the beauty and the joy in you. And when we raise up our own vibration by recognizing how really great we are we are not great in everything, nobody is, right? But this is where I really excel. Do more of that. And this is where I struggle. It's not about ignoring it. It's about accepting it and loving it, but recognizing that is something that was a part of your growth process. And so then you can love it because it supported you to help you to get to this thing that you're really great at. And so there's a need. When it says your secrets are safe, you are working through this energy. I'm going to guess it's a very internal process. It's a very internal process. And not everybody's going to recognize that you're going through it. So you can't let what other people are saying influence your ability to love yourself. You have to choose to love yourself. You have to choose to nurture the inner child in you. You have to choose to draw on a deeper connection with spirit. 9th house. Do a little more studying about things that help you to build your confidence, that help you to love and accept yourself. For some of you, this almost sounds like you need a therapist. You need someone that can lead you on this path. Your secrets are safe, right? There's that patient-client confidentiality. So if you need to find someone to talk to, that might be an option for you, right? So no shame in that. Get what you need. All right? You guys take really good care of yourselves. It's been a tough cycle. It is about to wrap up, and that is great news. But you have to do the work, because if you don't do the work, the cycle comes back around. So do the work while all the stuff is supporting you in this transformation, right? Love yourself. I mean that. Love yourself. So often Libra gives and gives to other people, but they forget to give to themselves. Give to yourself first. Sort of like putting your oxygen mask on first. Or when you get your paycheck, you put money in the savings account first before you pay your bills. You need to pay yourself love first. And that's how you grow in abundance of love. So that no matter what other people are doing, you still love yourself, and it doesn't it doesn't have the same value, the same weight, because you have that reservoir of love for yourself that you're hanging on to, because it's yours and you can always regenerate more. So the investment into yourself is one that always pays really great dividends. Right? You guys take really great care of yourself. I'm on Facebook every day. We look at the astrology of the day and how to manage it. I started a new YouTube channel. Right now I'm looking at the astrology of the week, but we're going to do some really interesting work over there. So come over and check it out, subscribe, and then see if it doesn't evolve into something that you find very beneficial. And if you want a personal reading, I'm booking those right now. So check for the link in the description box below, and maybe that is what you need. And trust me, your secrets will be safe. All right, you guys take great care, and I will talk to you soon.